We must have done over 20 trips on narrowboats and various boats, but this is the very first time we've come back to the identical boat we were on, I don't know, a year and a half ago. This is a Widebeam boat. It's called Bob's Drum. We got it from some lovely people at Silsden Boats, and I'm going to take you through the boat and show you why we've returned to this boat. Of all boats, why we've come back to this very one. This bit here is, I guess you'd call this like the sort of, I guess you could call this bit the sort of front room. Oh yeah. You can sit out here with a cup of tea. Foggy can sniff at the ducks. You can jump on the bank. As I said, it's like your front garden. It's fantastic. And from the front garden, we go straight into the open plan living room. Walk this way. This is the living area, which is, as you can see, extremely wide open. This makes every evening a good evening because it's our wood burner. And so we have little bits of wood and stuff, and yeah, get the fire going. It's beautiful. We have here my son on a sofa, which turns into a sofa bed in the evening. So in the day we sort of do this, chill out, hang out in the sunshine and the loveliness, and at night it becomes a bedroom. Moving on from the living room, we have the kitchen right next door to there, the living area. It is drenched in sunshine, and it often is. Whenever the sun shines, there are windows all over the boat, and it's just like this. It's just, I have to say though, this kitchen has got everything you could possibly want or need. I mean, we have had some amazing food on this boat. We've had curry, lasagna. What else have we had? Oh, I can't remember. Either way, it was all very nice. And we're going to have steak night soon. So what I'm saying is, you can cook anything you can cook at home, you can cook here. There's lots of lovely things. Very good. And now I will walk you through the corridor towards the bedrooms. If you're used to life on a narrowboat, even this little part of the boat is exciting because it's so much bigger. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm picking on narrowboats, and I'm not. I love them to pieces. But this is just so much wider. Anyway, we come down this beautifully wide corridor, and the first thing we come to is a bedroom. Not my bedroom, so it's not in a good state of repair. But if you come in, you'll see it's lovely and sunny, and it's got lots of bedding in it. Come this way. So obviously we're storing bedding here, but here you go, lovely bedroom. It's got its own little sink, its own little ensuite bathroom, and a wardrobe. So basically it's small but perfectly formed, does everything you want. That's the bedroom. This is the bathroom attached to it. So anyone can use this bathroom by going through this door. But not you, Foggy. Please don't use the bathroom, Foggy. Moving on, we have the second bedroom, which is in fact the bedroom I'm staying in this week. So it's nice and tidy, and it doesn't smell. This is my ensuite with a bowl over that way. But notice the most important part of the room for my money, portholes. I have portholes. It's fantastic. Very, very lovely. It's a nice thing to wake up in the morning and open the curtains and look out portholes is a very nice thing. After the bedrooms, we come to the hallway where we store all our coats and our shoes. Sorry about the mess, that's not mine. My shoes are neatly arranged on my feet, but this is the other gentleman on the ship who've left their shoes everywhere. We go up here to the back of the boat. From here, you can steer the boat. Doingy, 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 doingy. You can control the boat, doingy, 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 doingy. And basically, this is where you spend the day.
Strolling down this path that I'm very fond of. taking my time, I don't wanna leave.
This week we are on the Leeds and Liverpool Canal. We started from a place called Silsden, and this is why we're on a Silsden boat, because obviously there's a boatyard in the middle of Silsden. So we started there yesterday, and we're going to spend the entire week basically cruising along. I hope we're going to get from there to Burnley. Burnley? I don't know how you... Burnley, basically, a place that's a couple of days cruising away. And so far, as you can see, it's a beautiful mixture of two things. On this side, I can hear cars going past on the road, which is fine, because they're just in the distance. And on this side, we've got these beautiful sort of rolling pastures coming down to the canal. Just now, I was doing a swing bridge, and there were a whole bunch of hares in a field. You could see them sort of dotted about. So it's just, as I'm talking, a buzzard is flying around up there. So basically, you're in the midst of beautiful rolling scenery, also not that far away from sort of towns and roads and nice things. So later on today we're going to stop at a place called Skipton, which should be fantastic. We'll pick up supplies there, important supplies like beer and coffee. This canal, the Leeds-Liverpool Canal, has several things going for it. Firstly, this section is very flat, so there aren't many locks. We've only done this week 3 locks going that way and 3 locks coming back, so very few locks. But there are lots of swing bridges instead, which is great. I mean, my son's just now walking on the bank, he'll do the bridge, when we come to it, they're nice. Great fun. But the other thing I like about this canal is it's nice and wide. So that's why I think you see so many wide beams, like this boat, on this canal, because you can get 2 wide beams past each other really easily most of the time. Not always. There are a couple of little narrow bits, but most of the time it's been nice and broad, nice and deep, and nice and sort of flat with not many locks to do. So all in all, very good. I tell you what, also, the weather hasn't been great this week, but it's still been rather nice. It's very sort of brooding. You sort of get to see the hills above and below and the valleys stretching out into the mist. It's all very lovely. The thing about having a wide beam is it is very comfortable. Well, what we've found is this is our third morning we've been on the boat, and so far we've only been travelling for about 4 hours. You just amble along, and it's so nice. You think, let's just stop and have a cup of tea, or just enjoy being on the boat, or just enjoy looking out. So we haven't moved very far, and this morning we've actually moved about 100 metres. We went through a swing bridge, which someone very kindly did for us, and now we've stopped to pick up water. And again, some people are already using the point, but very kindly they moved their boat so that we could get in. Again, this is why I love canal holidays. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are grumpy people on the canals, this is true, but most of the people you meet are just very lovely. By the way, Mike pointed at me when I said grumpy people. How rude, how very rude. Do I sound like a grumpy person to you? Okay, I do have my grumpy times. But generally, canals, lovely people, lovely place, very beautiful. And let's say this canal has actually so far been very pretty. Countryside's nice, and when we came to Skipton, again, really lovely. Well, there you go. The boat is being filled with water. In a minute I'm going to go have a shower. I've talked about this before, but what we do is, my son's idea, is that when we're filling up the boat with water, we have a shower. So that way you're kind of refilling the tank as you go. It's very clever. So there you go. We're going to refill the water tanks. Maybe stop for a cup of tea and a biscuit while that's happening. And then amble some more. But like I said, it's life. It's life on a wide beam. I was just chatting actually to the couple ahead of us who were filling their boat with water. They're on a narrowboat, and we're both saying how lovely that is, but how it's different to a wide beam. And I think, and they agreed, that being on a narrowboat is like being on a really nice camper van. It's lovely, but you're a little bit cramped. Being on Widebeam is like you've got your own studio apartment that you're floating along in. It's beautiful. Obviously, it's harder to navigate around, so I wouldn't want to do it all the time, but I definitely think everyone should try this at least once. It is awesome. It is the morning of day 4, and we've just encountered our first lock. That is the thing with this canal. It is nice and broad, nice and deep for the boats, and it's also nice and flat. So all you've really got is swing bridges. But apparently coming up ahead of us we have more locks. So we think what we're going to do is stop and turn around and go back again. Just easier than doing the locks, isn't it? You can hear the traffic in the distance, but mainly what you can hear is birds. Very nice. Although actually there's a train going past as well. I didn't know there was a train track here. Hang on, here it goes. That is probably the most exciting thing that's going to happen for the next hour or two here, which I think is wonderful. Very nice. So there you go. I can thoroughly recommend. Come to this part of the world. Very nice. So if you fancy a holiday with family or friends or both, get yourself on a canal boat. That's my advice. And if you get the chance, get yourself on a Widebeam.
Set my soul, let's go. Let's go.
Just about to hand the boat back. We are literally moments away from the boatyard. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this film as much as we've enjoyed being on the boat. And sadly, what we didn't get to film, which was really lovely, about 10 minutes ago we met our family on a boat, a Widebeam boat from Silsden, and the bloke said, "Hey, I watched your YouTube channel. That film," we made a film last year on these boats, on this exact boat, said that film is why I'm on one of these boats now. So there you go. I'm an accidental advertiser. Now, does that make me the advertiser or the advert? I don't know, whatever it is. Anyway, there you go. We've had a great time. Hope you've enjoyed the film. See you next time.